This is Hardy Brute with part 2 of the Trolley Solution. More ethical choices and thought experiments, so let's get started. And the next choice is Mai Tori Sama Romansu. You're a schoolgirl named Tamiko. You and your friend are late for school, but soon your life will change forever. Don't get your heart broken. Tamiko is lying on her bed, blissfully unaware of the life-changing day. The sun is shining bright, and it's great weather for the first day of school. Suddenly an incessant beeping goes off. Tamiko's still half asleep. So let's wake up. That was a weird dream. Letting people die or saving them by actively killing them? What a morally heavy decision. Luckily nothing like that's going to happen today. Today's the first day of school. My friend Tomodachi's here. We always walk to school together. So let's open the door. Hey, why, hello, how are you, Tomodachi? Let's go to school. Do you think we'll meet someone interesting this year? You mean like a romantic interest? Yeah, someone smart, interesting, funny, cute, yet above average. I don't know. I guess I wasn't thinking about meeting someone this year. I get it, most boys our age are kinda dumb. True, although some are kinda cute. Should we take the trolley? Yeah, let's take the trolley. Tamiko and Tamachi rush to the station. I'm getting a bit nervous for the first day. Despite the odds of a support character, I hope I can meet someone cute, tall, blue eyes. Oh look, the trolley's arriving. Ding ding. Tamiko's heart skips a beat. Is this the gut feeling she had since she woke up? Is this it, what she's been waiting for all along? She feels anxious and more excited than she's ever been, as if she was born to be in this moment, as if time had slowed down. Her eyes pressed past the shiny surface, the bright lights, the sweet ding of the bell. She had never seen a machine so perfect, or so beautiful. Her cheeks were a slight pink, and she could feel the heat rising through her face. Ding ding. Are you okay? You look more nervous than usual, and you're blushing. Let's introduce ourselves to the trolley. Hello, Oh, my name is Tamiko. It's a pleasure to meet you. Ding ding. Trolley-san, that's a beautiful name. Ding ding. You're so straightforward, Trolley-san. Fall in love, get emotionally attached, or develop an unhealthy obsession. Well, we're already obsessed. Tamiko's cheeks are now bright red. Ding ding. Let's accept a ride from the trolley. Her heart beats faster than ever. She's about to make a decision that'll change her life forever. Yes, yes, Trolley-san, 1,000 times yes. Tamiko continues for a long time, shivering and weeping with a bright smile across her face. Ding ding. She rushes inside Trolley-san without thinking about the future. Not even thinking about her perfect record. Tamiko, wait. Ding ding. Tamiko. What about our class? The first day? Your perfect record? I don't care. I don't care, Tamagotchi. I'm in love. Ding ding. No, don't go. Who am I gonna hang out with? Who am I gonna copy answers from? Tamiko and Trolley-san leave together, a bright sunset in the distance. Two souls in love at first sight rush to meet their happily ever after. But just like a good piece of toast, love can't be rushed. They enjoy the first day together, and the next. They have many good days together as their love blossoms. Nevertheless, the shine of a new love dissipates, and the butterflies fly away, just like the limited edition of the white Fritos. After a life together, their love isn't what it used to be. Without the strong foundation that only time can build, their relationship falls apart. If only Tamiko had waited one day, just one day. Now she has no love, no Trolley-san, and no perfect record. And we got the rushed love ending. That was hilarious. But an alternative ending. Ding ding. Yes, Trolley-san, I'll wait for you. Will you wait for me? Ding ding. Until we meet again, Trolley-san. Until we meet again. Tamiko and Trolley-san go their separate ways, but with the promise of meeting again in the future. Who knows what destiny will await them? Only time will tell. Goodbye, Trolley-san. Ding ding. And there's the real ending. Trolley-san looks so happy, as does Tamiko, with the promised ending. That anime story is probably my favorite of the entire game, and there's actually more layers to it than I showed. So let's move on to the only human experiment. A person is approaching 5 trolleys. you have the option to pull a lever to try to make the person go the other way. However, that doesn't make much difference since they'll hit the trolley either way. What will you do? So now the trolley has been replaced with a person, and they're going to run headfirst into the train, so let's try to divert them. But because it's a person, he doesn't actually listen to us. Does that mean Trolley-san doesn't have free will? Are we controlling and enslaving Trolley-san? So let's not choose the lever this time, and it's exactly the same. I sure hope Trolley-san is okay. But we unlock 2 more experiments, the daily commute, and the trolley problem surfers. A human is quickly running through the trolley tracks. Nobody knows why, but he's in great danger. Can you click the screen and help him avoid the train? I've noticed in the second part, the bottom section is much more of these minigames, where the top part are more the thought experiments. This is pretty funny though. Especially the 5 seconds of music that keeps going on a loop. Reminds me of an old school game. But after collecting around 100 coins, we get to the end and we get to escape into the real world. And we got our best friend waving at us. Ooh, Trolley-san, why? Well, we'll never be able to spend those coins, I suppose. But let's move on to the daily commute. A trolley is quickly approaching the station. 5 people will be late for the job inside the trolley, or there's 5 people on the track. You have to choose to divert the train, or make those 5 people late, losing their livelihood. What will you do? It's kind of the same thing, but they could also always get a new job. So let's divert the train. Saving the 5 people immediately right now. And we unlock the crazy trolley. But let's redo the daily commute, taking out the 5 people on the track, and letting the other 5 go to work on time. Ooh, they're so happy. I don't like that. They definitely should have gotten fired. Absurd trolley or the crazy trolley? Let's check out the crazy trolley. Modern life has become too fast-paced. People barely have time for their own ethical dilemmas. Can you pick up 10 passengers? 1 person or 5. So each person you pick up is basically an ethical dilemma, and you have to decide what to do when you drop them off. But this is basically Crazy Taxi. Take out 1 millionaire or 3 homeless. We actually got a lot of cash there for taking out the homeless. Someone who wears socks with sandals, or someone who wears jeans and a blazer. I do know it's wrong, but I have occasionally worn socks with sandals, and I felt pretty good about it. Sometimes it was a bit too cold, but I still wanted to wear my sandals. But mainly I just wear shoes. So now I just need 1 more victim, 1 more experiment. Someone that will give you a fish, or someone that will teach you how to fish. Well, personally I'd like to be given the fish. And honestly, I want someone that will teach me how to cook the fish the best. Maybe I could sell the fish. And we completed the crazy trolley. Let's move on to the absurd trolley. This should be another thought experiment. A trolley is quickly approaching 5 people. You have the option to divert the trolley to a different track. This would save the 5 people, but the trolley would be condemned to push a boulder for eternity. What would you do? Why would they do that to Trolley-san? Him and Tomiko made a promise. And I'm not going to be the reason that they break that promise. They've got a life to live together. But let's redo that one. And condemn poor Trolley-san to a life of pushing the rock. And we got a card out of it, I guess. But what is Tomiko-san gonna think? Her poor heart, she can't take it. We got the happy guy and the go viral. Let's check out the happy guy. For deceiving the gods, you've been punished to push a trolley for all of eternity, or at least until the next station. Can you maintain the balance? So we gotta keep our strength up. Doesn't seem so bad. But slowly the game progresses further and further with each of the bars. But now we have to keep our strength filled up and balance our breathing. It slowly bounces back and forth, up and down, and you have to keep your strength full while your breathing bounces back and forth. And now there's a literal bounce in the middle, where instead of the bar filling up, it's a slow and progressive one way or the other. Even this isn't too bad. But as we get to the next stage, the game starts to add pop-ups to the mix. Your boss has sent you a friend request. Perfect. The girl has just turned 18 and she can't handle the economy. Task failed successfully. But maintaining all our balances, we finally get to the end, or at least the next station. And we just let Trolley Solution roll back. I guess we're done with our task here. Let's go on to the Go Viral. A trolley is quickly approaching 5 people. You can divert the trolley. That would save the 5, but it will trigger a mechanism that puts a very controversial message on your social media. What would you do? Well, I kind of want to see what the message is, so let's actually divert the train. Ooh, they sent it. And the game actually opened up my web browser? Little known facts, cats love a good story. Man, those cats are going to take over the world now. This is far too controversial for me. And stories like that, you should really not send out. I should keep those stories just for me. So let's redo this one and monopolize all of the cat facts. We can't be empowering those cats. That is far, far too controversial. And we're doing the Lord's work, Trolley Solution. We can now choose the attention spam or the free will. Well, let's choose the spam. You're waiting for the trolley while scrolling through social media. Try to keep yourself entertained and don't lose the meters. It's the only farts. This is my lovely girlfriend, #love. A tragedy was witnessed at the trolley station today. Well, I don't think we had anything to do with that one. I love my new puppy. Baby forced to steal food to survive is now behind bars. #justice for babies. Lonely? Subscribe to my only bums. And we kept ourselves entertained, so Trolley Solution gave us a visit. And not the usual painful visit, at least. So let's move on to free will. A trolley is quickly approaching a person tied to the tracks. You have the option to divert the trolley to a different track where it hit a different person. This would save the first, but condemn the second. What would you do? Well, I don't know either of these people, so I guess we'll just take out the first. Oh, I see. That's our free will coming into play, huh? And there's actually a two-part to this. So if we divert the track, it's just gonna go around in a loop again, isn't it? Yeah. There's our free will in action. That is pretty funny. But now we have missing the point and the director's chair. So let's check out missing the point. This stage experiments with a new method of changing rails. Just click left or right to do it. But watch out, the trolley might get stuck between the tracks. Don't cause any unnecessary harm. Who am I kidding? You all wanted this. Have fun. And there's exactly 420 victims tied to the rails. So we're gonna blaze through this trial here. Making sure we grind and drift. Not leaving anybody to spare. Any witnesses. Because it's only a crime if there's a witness. But we're just leaving a trail of body parts and blood behind Mr. Trolley here. And now we have to avoid the tracks, shifting from one side to the other. Back and forth. It looks like we're close to the end, and Trolley Solution can finally take a break. And nobody was spared. Choose between 1 and 5, and this doesn't count for the counting. And we actually got all 420. A fun fact, it doesn't actually matter if you get all the people, as long as you make it to the end. So I actually played that a number of times, making sure to get everybody. The director's chair. A trolley is quickly approaching 5 people. You have the option to pull a lever. It won't save the people, but it'll make the accident look very cinematic. I'm not gonna lie, I like the idea of that. Oh, Trolley-san, no. Trolley-san, you have a choice. You don't have to do this, Trolley-san. Think of Tamiko. Maybe he is thinking about Tamiko. Thinking that if he just does one more experiment, maybe he'll see her again. Just one more. Just one more, Trolley-san. Well, this looks like the last level. The Absolute Cinema for Part 2. A trolley is quickly approaching 5 people, but that doesn't guarantee the collision will be caught on camera. Can you operate the broadcasting console to make sure it stays within the focus? This is actually pretty cool, especially since you can see it from one picture to the next. And I suppose the top right bar is how much we gain for it to be on camera or not. She's gonna loop around now. Actually, it's a big circle. Random people on the beach. But where are the victims, I wonder? It's in the third one here now. Oh, there's a little dog there. Oh, cat? Wow. Definitely interested in that cat. But where is Trolley-san going? He's going all over the place, Trolley-san. We got Rick rolled here. Trolley-san, why? Why can't you just make up your decision, Trolley-san? And that third one's a streamer. Playing Five Nights at Freddy. But there's the victims. Ooh, there's aliens too. Trolley-san, why? But look at the aliens. Well, that was actually pretty fun. I like that one quite a bit. And that's going to end part 2. We can start with the Parent Trap next time. And we've got quite a bit of the cards as well. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later.